buy pirate film.
Yep.
Oh, fuck yeah. Never.
I stream movies.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
No, I hate it.
Yeah? I do pirate films.
Have you ever noticed that there are fewer DVD stores than ever before? In fact, there are so few DVD stores that I am standing in the one place where you can still rent a physical DVD. A library. I want you to imagine something. Think about your favourite Australian movies. What if they'd never been made? What if their creators had been starved out of existence because no one bought their movies? You think I'm exaggerating? Think again. A study conducted in 2011 by the Australian Federation Against Copyright Theft found that movie piracy cost the Australian film industry $1.3 billion in revenue in just 12 months. In the 12-month period leading up to this study, around 92 million movies were pirated. But the film industry did not just lose money, they also lost people. This 12-month period saw 6,100 full-time or equivalent jobs lost. The top 10 most pirated movies on the internet in 2010 are not surprising. What is surprising is the sheer number of times each of these movies have been illegally downloaded. Because of this, film students are worried about the impact of piracy on their careers. Becky Shearer is an associate producer who is actively involved in independent filmmaking. She feels that her career in the Australian film industry is in jeopardy due to the increasing piracy rates. So how do you think piracy is going to affect the Australian film industry?
So I think it's kind of diminishing the Australian film industry because people aren't quite so willing to make products and to put themselves out there and put their products out there because they know they're probably not going to get anything in return.
So how do you think it will affect your career?
If piracy continues the way it is and it does keep growing, it's going to make it a lot harder for me because I personally want to be a producer, so I'm going to be the one putting all the money into it and putting all the effort into it, and I think not getting very much in return it kind of doesn't give you any motivation. It does kind of create more of it spreads the message about the film wider because it's more easily accessible, so I guess it could possibly have a positive effect in that way, but in a sense of returns and giving back to the industry, no, it doesn't have any positive effect at all.
Film students also have strong opinions on the effects of piracy. Enwyn Town is a film student who recently made strides in her career when a film poster she designed was recognised by a Hollywood film company.
If people aren't paying to see or to buy or to get a hold of these things, then people who have made it aren't going to get that source of income. And so, they might need that financial support.
Other effects are not so obvious. If movie makers are not paid for their work, how will they be able to afford to make another movie? Studios who have lost money will not be able to help. Their now limited money will have to be divided up amongst the same number of potential projects, and some will miss out. The government, through its entity Screen Australia, funds many Australian movies, and may also have to limit funding if they cannot see a viable revenue. But there are some positive effects of piracy.
Think about the internet and where most piracy occurs, it goes viral and, it'll be more popular and people will see more of your stuff and then, there might be more hype, people want to see it, so.
So in the end, maybe it's not all bad. Overall though, it's up to you to make a decision as to whether you want to download movies or not.